Well, you mentioned that you got to live out some childhood dreams with this film. Talk about, like, did you play swords and shields when you were growing up?
I mean, I think that's sort of like, you grab a pillow and and like a stick or something, and you fight your friends all the time.
Right.
I don't know if we had a total, conscious of it being Roman legionnaire, but it was definitely some sort of medieval type of a thing.
All right, well, dude, I need your help because I want to get beefed up like a Roman soldier. Because I'm like, I mean, you can't tell right now, but I'm the skinniest fat guy on the planet. I mean, look at my chin. I'm like terrible. Now, how do I what is how do you like eat? I mean, like what are workout tips? I want to get beefed up.
You know what, man? I actually, Kevin was like, I don't want you to look like you've been in the gym.
Right.
So I was like, that's awesome. I don't want to go to a gym. That's great.
Right.
That's like music to my ears. And I show up and he's like, tighter. I was thinking tighter. And I'm like, what? You said you didn't want me to work out? And he's like, yeah, let's go tighter. Let's go tighter. And I'm like, great. So chicken and broccoli and then pretty much running. I ran everywhere. I ran like 8 miles from the hotel to where we were sword training, and then like another 3 miles to where we were rehearsing, the actual, scenes and whatnot. And then, when we went to all these different locations, I would just run around our locations. It was just running. These guys never stopped. They just marched, they built, and then they fought. And they ate very little. They ate whatever was around, grain and fish and whatnot. So they were lean.
And you mentioned the eating thing. There's a great scene in the movie where you and Jamie have to eat a rat.
You actually have to eat rats to be Roman, yes.
What's the nastiest thing you've ever had to eat in real life because you were so starving but you had no other option?
I don't know if it was so starving, but the nastiest thing I've ever eaten was an oyster. I can't eat it.
You don't like
it's just the texture. I can't do it. I'm a texture guy. I gag every time.
So I'm like that with onions. I'm like that with onions.
Really?
I can't do onions, man. Onions? I like the onions. I don't like them. I can't.
You don't like the smell?
I like the taste, the crunchiness. I don't like any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't like the crunch. I don't really like the crunch.
Yeah, the crunch is bad.
I'm a texture guy. Yeah.
Now, could you equate something in your real life to the importance of the eagle to your character? Like, is there something that you would go out and die for, like, or something that you go out and you'd risk your life for in your real life today that has the same importance as the eagle?
I mean, other than my family and my dogs, I mean, it really is the American flag. I mean, it's if you had, say, 50 American flags on the United States, and that's all you had, and they were precious and they were valuable to the point of like death, and one of them went missing. I think we would definitely go get it.
So you would rock. Yeah. You would quit acting.
Well, I'm sure there's better people to go get it than me. I mean, I'd be able to act my way through a battle.
Yeah, but you played Roman soldiers. You played G.I. Joe. I mean,
it's way different to actually go do it. I can promise you. I would be a soldier right now if I was tough enough to be one.
Right.
But I'm not.
Now talk about the sword training, because like you were mentioning the childhood dreams. Is that? I mean, how tough is it to do that and then ride horses and then acting at the same time and remembering your lines?
It's kind of funny. The one in the horses, they're so well trained that they kind of do their own thing.
Right.
You as long as you don't screw up, they don't screw up.
Right.
And but so that was good. But it's part of it though. You can't just have action for action. There has to be some amount of a drama in the action and a story and acting. So you kind of just get into it. You get into it and you just do it. But it is it's definitely a dream. You get to kind of live out all these weird little fantasies of. Being back in the day, and you get to see a group, about 100 or 200 like guys running at you, and you just have a shield and a sword, and about 50 guys behind you, and you're just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, man.
You feel like you're about to get in a fight. I like to train, mixed martial arts, and you have that same feeling right as you're about to start sparring.
Cool, man. Well, you did a great job in the film.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
love
it,
the film, man.
Cheers.
You UFC guy?
I am, man.